patient number 8. Patient 8, please come to the front desk for a check-in. Hello, have you filled out your new patient paperwork? Of course, I'll get that for you in just 1 second. There you go, dear. Will you need any help filling out these forms? Of course I can help you. Let's see. The first line would be your name, first and last. Oh, yes, a pen would be helpful, wouldn't it? Here you are. Now go on and fill out that first line. Perfect. Next would be your home address. Fill it out completely and double check that the street address is correct. Next is the date of birth followed by the phone number, and to avoid any future troubles, please ensure the phone number in particular is correct. There's been many times where a patient will miswrite their contact information and we aren't able to get a hold of them. It quite literally defeats the whole point of appointment reminders or other important matters, as I'm sure you can imagine. It's quite stressful in general when I can't make contact. Finished with that? Though, if you'd like, I can input that into our system via the computer. It's often easier to plug it into the program we use to ensure everything is valid. Go ahead and give me your card and I can start that right away. Take a look at the screen and verify that the information is correct. Perfect, dear. I will call you over when the doctor is ready for you. It should be a short wait. Oh, it appears they're ready for you. Well, I'll be seeing you at the checkout. Good luck.
Hello, hello. Please, take a seat. Go on and get comfortable. I'm just finalizing some of your paperwork. How are you feeling today? I see. It does say here that you've been having some trouble with some seasonal allergies, along with some general hearing problems. Are you thinking those two things are connected by chance? Alright, I'll jot it down and we'll do some tests. I'll try my best to get to the bottom of these symptoms. If you don't mind, I'll just need you to remove your jacket. Perfect, perfect. Look straight at me now. Alright. Now follow my finger to the left, to the left, to the left, to the left. Alright. And now to the right, to the right, to the right, to the right. Perfect. Now go ahead and open your mouth. We'll be taking your temperature orally. Everything is looking good there. Perfect. Let's move on, shall we? I'll need you to sink back in the chair and fully relax. Just like that. You're doing wonderful. Now I'll be checking both of your ears fairly diligently, so if you start to feel too sensitive, please let me know. I'll be performing a standard procedure known as an otoscopy. I'll be using this little instrument to take a peek into your ear and check for debris that may be irritating your canal. Alright, and you will feel a light tug at your earlobe. I promise I am not out to hurt you. Just like that. Perfect, perfect. You are looking good so far. it looks like you are free from any physical debris, though I am seeing a bit of irritation. I think I have just the thing for this. As it is minor, I'm excited to try something relatively new to hearing clinics, if you agree, of course. Wonderful, wonderful. We can go ahead and...
It seems I've forgotten to give back their insurance card. I'm sorry, dear. I'll leave it to your doctor.
Thank you. Certainly shouldn't leave without that. Now let's go ahead and try out this procedure. Would you like to hear a bit more about it, or does that sound a bit boring? So eager to learn. Well, emerging science on whispers and diligent sounds has led to this practice to be used in medical offices across the nation. It is known as ASMR, meaning Autonomous Sensory Meridian Response, and it is an interesting reaction caused by said whispers and noises, also known as triggers. It's quite interesting. Perhaps you've heard of it before? Well, then you know that I'll need you to remain relaxed while I go through with this test. So you can remain in the relaxed seated position, or you may lay down. Whatever works best for you, dear. I can accommodate. Now I'll be using an assortment of tools for this procedure. I promise they won't hurt one bit. Before we get to those, though, I will be using my voice. So close your eyes and let yourself completely let go of any stress that you may be holding. Alright? I will be beginning with some of the most common trigger words. I'll also be conducting a study of my own by marking which words you react the most to. That being said, we can move on to our first word. Gratitude, 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 gratitude. Are you feeling alright so far? Perfect. We can move on to the next word. Kabuki, 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 kabuki. Okay, kabuki, kabuki. Alright, perfect. On to the next. Macadamia, macadamia, macadamia. Macadamia, macadamia, macadamia. Macadamia, macadamia, macadamia. Macadamia. Alright, moving on to the next. Buttermilk, 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 buttermilk. Moving on. Cricket, 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 cricket. Alright, and would you rate the effectiveness of those words that we just tested? Perfect, perfect. Alright, moving on, we will go ahead and test out the next 5 words. Are you ready? Alright. The first word is echo, 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 echo. Alright, moving on. Atomic, 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 Wonderful, you're doing wonderful. Moving on, stipple, 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 stipple. Now on to our final word, coconut, 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 coconut. And that concludes the worded portion of this exam. We will move on to the physical examination. Keep your head as it is while I prepare. You will feel some very delicate touches with both of my hands and a few tools. You may hear light whispers as well. If that affects the quality of this exam, please let me know. All right, dear? Wonderful, wonderful. I am going to go ahead and try a little bit on each side to see which one feels the best for you. Alright? Very light, delicate touches. There we go. This experience may feel a bit more intense as we go on with this portion of the exam. If at any point in time it is too much for you, I completely understand. You may absolutely tell me and I will go ahead and pause. Alright? You're doing wonderful. I understand many patients get very nervous when they visit a doctor. I was the same way, so I want you to know that you're allowed to feel comfortable, and I want you to feel comfortable in my office. Alright? Wonderful. Now keep those eyes closed, and we will move on to some more intense sounds. Alright, that concludes the physical examination. How do you feel? Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. I'll keep it a bit quiet for now, as studies have shown that people are quite sensitive after these exams. I will also give you a prescription for a minor antibiotic that should have you completely healed over the course of the week. For now, your hearing and symptoms should be reduced by about 65%. Yes. It is normal to feel sleepy after these types of exams. Some people have found that doing at home treatments of ASMR have greatly helped their quality of sleep. So, if you would like, I can send a list of over the counter ASMR for you to bring home. Alright, I'll send that right over. Aside from that, you should be ready to go. Thank you so much for coming in today, dear. Yes, you can head right down the hall to the front desk for checkout. Oh, and make sure you don't forget this. Have a pleasant day now.
All finished then? Let me just check you out. Can I get your last name again? Perfect. And you are all set. I hope the doctor was able